Hello everyone and welcome back to one another very important tutorial for all the SAP BI or SAP HANA consultant. So here in this tutorial I will be discussing about what is SID values in SAP BI and also what are the advantages of using the SID values and also where it is used. So I will be giving you all the information you need so that you can be ready for any kind of questions or information about SID. So let me begin by a small brief description about what is this. So SID is or surrogate ID is used in terms of database, meaning that it is kind of a unique identification key that has the relationship with the foreign table. So that the same thing is used in SAP BI for storing the data. So when we activate a request, in suppose if you are talking about a standard DSO, suppose you have a standard DSO, or now in SAP BW for HANA we call it as ADSO, so whatever it is. So if you activate the request, as soon as you activate it, so corresponding all the characteristics, suppose if I talk about material, so that material master data, if you are storing material in this ADSO, and this suppose you have a material called suppose XXX, and its corresponding SID value will be generated in a separate S table. So what would be the, suppose if I just simply write that, so suppose this is your master data, and this is your uh, SID table. So in the for the same master data, material master data, your corresponding unique identification key will be generated in the SID table. Suppose it is 123. So all the characteristics that we are loading into the target and we are activating. So as soon as you activate it, then only your seed value will be generated. So it is a very important point that you need to remember in point number one, that when we activate the request, then only the SID tables are generated. So I'll be also telling you how it is relevant to the extended star schema, so that will be followed soon. Second point is that if we talk about this right optimized ADSO, like right optimized ADSO, that also we create in our staging layer for different development, but here the we don't have any activation, because this is a property of this right optimized area, so that there is no need for the activation, the data is directly loaded. So here you don't have any SID table, no SID table. So this is a basic questions that you need for any kinds of interview. So that's what I'm telling now. So no activation required. So now I will be going into this extended star schema in order to explain this above scenario, the point number one. Suppose if I talk about this previous version of SAP BW 7.4 or 7.5, suppose you have a fact table like which you can call as a cube. So this fact table is having the information about your all the characteristics as well as the key figures. Now those characteristics are having into your cube, like if I talk about material, and you have a separate, so a material is loaded as XXX, and you have a separate SID table, and this characteristics so is linked with this SID table, meaning that also it has a attribute. So this SID table is 1, 2, 3 is actually linked with this material XXX. So meaning that your your fact table, whenever we read the data, suppose if you are talking about, you are reading from a report, suppose if you are using a BEX report or any other report, suppose when you are reading the characteristics, so it does not read directly into your characteristics. Actually it reads the SID table, SID data. So then this your particular value will be picked up. So the advantages of this is that your this material characteristics material will be a global info object which can be used across your system. So because every material will have different SIDs, so also there is no issue in terms of access to the info object. And whenever there is a need of accessing the master data, whether it's internally or from outside third party, like if I talk about analysis for office or something, so it will actually access your SID data, not your then it will directly, no, indirectly it will link to your main data. So that's a concept of this surrogate ID in this system. And I hope you have got little bit of information about this. And if you need more information or if you having any confusion, please write in the below comment box. I will be happy to share. And thank you for watching. Also look into the other tutorials. I have given the links in the below description. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.